This is the AI workflow that auto-posts to 9 different social media platforms. In this guide, I'm breaking down the full architecture behind this system, exactly how it automatically distributes your content across all 9 platforms. And the best part? You'll get everything you need for free. Just hit the link in the description to either build this system yourself or grab the template and customize it to your own use case. Quick note, this video is focused purely on distribution, not content generation. I already covered that in the previous video, so check the resource section or the videos on this page if you want to dive into that. In this video, we're going deep into the agent nodes, the configuration, and the full setup. I'll be walking you through everything step by step, and then showing you exactly where to get the free resources so you can set this up yourself. So understanding the agent nodes, the workflow contains 10 purple nodes, and these are community nodes for Postpilot or something called Blotato. So again, you can use various ones. The ones we're using are Blotato, but there are also ones like Postpilot as well. The point here is that the AI service handles uploading platform-specific formatting and posting through unified APIs instead of sending a raw HTTP request for each platform's unique specification. Postpilot, or Blotato, wraps the complexity into 2 simple actions. It uploads the media and then creates a post. It also includes templates and AI agents for content repurposing, but we're only covering the distribution area here. This is the piece that takes your finished content and reliably pushes it to 9 networks without you touching each platform manually. So here are examples of some platforms. There is Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Pinterest, X or Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, and any additional platforms like Snapchat and so forth. Here is what the flow looks like. So you pull in the media by scheduling your trigger into an Excel spreadsheet. Here's what it looks like. There is the pricing list in here, so you can start a free trial. It's about $29 per month. Pretty cool. So installing the N8N community nodes. So because we're running the workflow automations in N8N, the fastest path is using the verified Postpilot or Blotato community nodes. So if you don't see those nodes in your N8N instance, you'll need to enable verified community nodes in your admin panel and update to the recent N8N version. Once you do so, you want to upload the media and create posts. So navigate to the N8N admin panel, go to Settings, enable verified community nodes, update N8N to version 1.0 or higher, and then search for Postpilot in the nodes library and install both the upload media and create post nodes, API configuration, account connection. So before any automated post can go live, you need to create a Postpilot API key and link to it. These social accounts or Blotato, again, doesn't matter. Inside Postpilot, navigate to Settings and add each account. You log into your TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, X, Facebook, add accounts, etc. And once you're ready to sign up, again, we're using Blotato or Postpilot, it's up to you. Log into each social media account, generate a new API key, and then copy that API key in N8N. You want to open any Postpilot node in your workflow, create new credentials, paste the API key, save the credentials, and assign the credentials to all 3 nodes. Because you authenticated your social accounts inside the platform that you're using, each node will then display a simple drop-down to choose which connected account to post from. This removes the need to manually manage page IDs or OAuth flow, because Postpilot handles all the platform-specific authentication and complexity, managing nodes and settings, and platform filters. So each social platform has different configurations. You want to set up their privacy controls, comment modifiers, moderation, and platform optimization, and content labeling. This is where AI and operations thinking converge. So set intelligent defaults for maximizing performance, captions optimized for each platform algorithm, and strategic hashtag placements. But essentially it works in 5 steps. There is the data retrieval step. So the workflow pulls the titles, captions, and media links from your Google Sheet row ready to post. The media then processes this. So if the media is stored in Google Drive, the workflow extracts the file ID and retrieves the binary data. The platform then uploads it. So whatever you use, Postpilot or Blotato, receives the media and uploads it to Instagram, TikTok, and all the other platforms simultaneously. And of course, it also creates the post-processing. Postpilot posts on each platform with specified captions and settings, status updates. So the workflow writes back to Google Sheets, marking that row as posted with timestamps and platform URLs. right here in here, it goes and does that. So here are all the social media posts, and you can add more if you want to. Marked as posted is on here. So very simple. Error handling and status management. Again, like I said, the template includes basic error handling that flags rows as errored. So you can expand error handling later by adding retry nodes, exponential backoff logic, and alerts to Slack or GoHighLevel or whatever communication platform you use when posts repeatedly fail. The key is having a clear status field in your database that tracks ready to post, posted, errored, and optionally scheduled for future execution. So here are the status logic flows that we recommend: ready to post, posted, errored, or scheduled. Here is a quick pro tip. So if you set up a morning email digest that lists all rows with error statuses, this gives you a daily checkpoint to investigate failures without constantly monitoring the workflow. And then last but not least, you want verification posts, where essentially, once the workflow executes and publishes posts, you'll see the entries appear with platform-specific URLs. So the workflow outputs direct links to each published post, so clicking them takes you straight to the live content on those social media platforms. And then this is what the core database schema would look like. It'll include columns such as titles for media URL, captions, status, campaigns, client ID tags, and posted URLs. That would be in here, which is pretty cool. And I'll let you know the outcome of this, so posted, ready to post, or errored. Yeah, pretty cool. You can feel free to make a copy of that Excel spreadsheet over here where you follow these steps. You get your API code, you create the account on Blotato or whatever platform you want to use, get the API key, connect the social media accounts, duplicate this, make a copy, and begin filling in the media content for automated posting. And if you have an error, by the way, there are also help posts in here as well. Google Drive and file ID extraction. So if you store media in your Google Drive, and many agencies typically do for organized client asset management, there is an extra step. So N8N needs the Drive file ID, not the human readable sharing link. In the Google Sheet, you'll have the Google Drive URL. The workflow extracts the file ID and sends that to the post-pilot upload schema. So if you can fetch the binary data from Drive, that'd be fantastic. So this is what the URL looks like, and this is the extracted file ID. It's this. So this is the extracted ID in the URL link that they'll need. So if you use the template provided, the Drive URL formatting and extraction is already built in. You don't have to reconstruct the regex yourself. But understanding the mechanism helps when troubleshooting or adapting your file storage systems like Dropbox or OneDrive. Here are some alternative media links and other methods. Feel free to follow through with this if you'd like. And then here are some Pinterest board ID hacks as well if you wanted to do so. As I mentioned, there is support documentation. I showed you Blotato examples of other documentation. That is the one we'd recommend you use. And then here are also some real world examples that you can use as well. So ASMR content, essentially where you can get a series of short form ASMR clips where content is generated using text-to-speech agents edited through an AI trimming agent, then queued in the Google Sheet and posted via Postpilot to YouTube and all these different platforms without manual editing. Or you can do it for lead generation. So you can have client case study clips created, posted across 9 networks, and integrated with GoHighLevel to trigger follow-up campaigns whenever posts reach over a certain amount.
Pretty cool. So that's that. In the link in the description, you'll get the N8N workflow JSON. So just upload it into your N8N. You'll get the Google Sheet templates, and then of course the step-by-step guide as well. Perfect. Please, 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 if you have any questions, feel free to chat with me, come to our coaching calls, ask any questions in the community, and yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate y'all, and have a wonderful rest of your day.